You, the viewer, are constantly saying things to me like, are you excited about Dead Island 2? Are you reviewing Dead Island 2? Are you gonna stream Dead Island 2 at twitch.tv/theblack-Hokage? And rightfully so. Dead Island 2 is slated for an April 2023 release date, so it is right around the corner. But can I be honest with you? I'm not really looking forward to Dead Island 2. I would be shocked if Dead Island 2 has a higher average score of 6 or 7 out of 10 from all the major gaming publications when the game drops. Look, I'm not here to rain on anyone's parade. Regardless of what I say in today's video, pick up the game if you're excited about it. I'm simply here to provide a different perspective, seeing as it is my job to be in the know. And what I know is that it's
red flags everywhere? Don't contact me.
Yeah, you heard that right. There are red flags everywhere when it comes to Dead Island 2. For those of you who've been living under Dwayne Johnson, know that Dead Island 2 was announced 8 years ago during E3 2014. Do you know how long 8 years is? That's 96 months. That's 417 weeks. That's 2,922 days, people. Do you know what's happened to me in the last 2,922 days? I grew locks. I cut my locks. I lost weight. Then I lost my mind during a mental breakdown, which was all on display in Hokage Thoughts, only to end up becoming a host of a television show that also got canceled a year later. And I just named a few things that happened, by the way. There's far more I could say, but you get the point. It's been 8 years. On average, it takes a AAA studio 2 to 3 years to develop a good game, sometimes up to 5. But anything after 5 years of development is rarely good. When a game has had a long development cycle, that's what folks in the industry refer to as development hell. Development hell is an all-encompassing term that refers to a studio's mismanagement of its time, money, and talent. It usually starts at the top with poor leadership, and it trickles down into every crevice of their business, just like every other industry. And what did I say earlier? Dead Island 2 has been in development for 8 years. That qualifies it as a game that's been in development hell. And just to back up what I'm saying, here's a list of games that were or still are in development hell. Duke Nukem, Homefront: The Revolution, Star Citizen, Skull and Bones, Prey 2, Beyond Good and Evil 2, 6 Days in Fallujah, 2 Human, Doom 4, and Alien Colonial Marines. And the list goes on, and honestly, I could go all day with this list, but
ain't nobody got time for that.
Take a look at this article from Forbes back in 2015. Dead Island's original publisher Deep Silver dropped the studio, and the studio's head went on to say, "Our Jaeger team is fully committed to the development of AAA quality titles. We work closely with the international publishers and partners and have at the same time always remained an independent development studio. Our team is made of the best creative minds and tech specialists who all share a common identity. The team worked with enthusiasm to take Dead Island 2 to a new level of quality. However, Jaeger and Deep Silver's respective visions of the project fell out of alignment, which led to the decision that has been made. We're gonna focus our current efforts on Dreadnought together with 6foot and our publisher Greybox, as well as our new projects. More details will be disclosed soon. All I can reveal at this point is that Gamescom will be awesome for Dreadnought." This man was boasting about wait till you see what we're gonna show you at Gamescom 2015, but we didn't get any new details on Dead Island 2 until it randomly re-emerged in 2022. Also, them saying their vision wasn't in alignment with the publisher's interesting. I wonder what they didn't align on, because recently influencers and game journalists got some hands-on time with Dead Island 2. I watched multiple videos and read several articles of people sharing their first impressions on their hands-on time with Dead Island 2, and the general consensus seems to be that, it's alright. But please don't take this video as me saying I want to see this game fail. If I could, I'll actually end this video on a positive note. I will say that development hell is not the end-all be-all. Yes, it's usually an indicator of a subpar game, but there's always exceptions to the rule. So here are a few exceptions to the rule, because sometimes the game does turn out fine. Examples being Alan Wake, Resident Evil 4, Mafia 2, The Last Guardian, StarCraft 2, Team Fortress 2, and Final Fantasy 15. So hopefully this video provided context as to why I am not super excited for Dead Island 2. There's just too much negative evidence stacked against it for me to fully trust this will be an amazing game. People saying that it's just alright, it's more the same, does not justify the 8-year wait for me. That's why earlier I said I'd be shocked if this game scores anything higher than a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Does this mean it's gonna happen? No. If it does that make it a bad game? No. Just means that it's not a game that's a priority for me. In April, Dead Island 2 drops on the 21st. Do you know what drops the following week on April 28th? Star Wars Jedi Survivor. If I start Dead Island 2, I know for a fact that game is getting dropped if I don't finish it before Jedi Survivor drops. But hey, maybe you, the viewer, are interested in seeing me play the game. It could be some funny moments there, seeing as it is a co-op game. So if you want to see me produce some content on Dead Island 2 when it drops in April, let me know by getting this video to at least 3,000 likes and leaving a comment in the comment section below. In the meantime, I'm gonna go back to sleeping on Dead Island 2, just like this. Yo, deadass, the fact that you still, like, got this video on and you watching me sleep, you weird as shit. Get off the fucking video, bro. I'm out. Motherfuckers is weird, bro. Y'all weird.